Black men are constantly saying that black women need to choose better, i.e. don't choose the Pookies and Ray Rays to have children by, to date, or to marry. That is initially where the problem lies, is the choices that we make within our own community. But I married someone that was in the military while I was still in the military. As a matter of fact, he held a position of leadership. This was not a man who had multiple kids. He was a father to one daughter. He was also not someone that had a criminal record. He was once before married and proclaimed that his ex-wife was very abusive towards him, which came out to be a lie. He also grew up in a single-parent household. His mother raised him. They had a very tight-knit family, and then she remarried. So she was married to his father, and he cheated, and then she divorced him and got remarried again. He also attended church. Everybody within his unit believed that he was a very great man, so much that he always received accolades at his job. And I, as his wife, decided that I was going to give up my military career for the betterment of his career, because we were both stationed to go in the same place and someone needed to take care of the children. So I chose to go into nursing school. I was also, during the time frames of when I was pregnant, a stay-at-home mom. And yes, I cook, I clean, I even make different dishes from different countries. My ex-husband got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. His breakfast was made by 3:30 a.m. I also packed his lunch, went to the gym on a consistent basis. And he never had to worry about cooking dinner unless he really wanted to, because dinner was already cooked before 6 p.m. Even when I was working full-time jobs after full-time jobs, because at one point I'd had 2 jobs, I was still making sure that I made breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and the children were in bed by 8 p.m. The reason for the 2 jobs was to make sure that we always stayed afloat, and also to put our youngest daughter, who was just in pre-K, in private school, as well as my other daughter. We dated and then courted using the vetting process on one another. I was seeing issues with my ex-husband concerning the fact that he was in the military, and told him to seek therapy, and he told me to go to hell. That therapy was a waste of time and he'd rather pick up the Bible. My ex-husband is still very abusive and was very abusive to me for 8 years of the relationship. The only time I wasn't abused was when I had his 2 sons, in which I gave him all controlling factor of naming his sons, and he named both of his sons after him. When I was sick of the abuse and finally found a way out, that is when my ex-husband decided that he no longer wanted to deal with the children either, because I no longer wanted a relationship with him, because I value myself more. So it's not all Pookies and Ray Rays.